Welcome back to Final Fantasy IX after Garland dumped a whole lot of plot on us.
A big, heaping, steaming pile of plot.
We now have our existential crisis.
Am I a clone? Actually, yes, you are.
I think I'm a clone now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's causing Zidon's mental breakdown right now, because it's not like he's Cloud and he has a legitimately fucked up brain going on. He's just sort of questioning stuff.
He's going through what Cloud did in like a span of 2 minutes.
Yeah, but the thing is, Zidane never had memories of where he came from in the first place.
Yeah.
So, knowing the answer to that really should not invalidate everything that happened afterward.
It doesn't really matter.
Well, I have a hard time questioning any of this because the music that's playing right now is so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You are not alone.
No, it is a
Fucking
very
love
good
this
song.
track.
Probably one of the best in the game, if I had to guess.
How the hell did you get here?
Although,
I love this sequence, like the meaning behind all of it, but I also think it's unnecessary because you're absolutely right, Lewis. Zidane's not Cloud. This doesn't have the same emotional weight to it.
I also think, I've only seen this scene in LPs and stuff like it, but Zidane's also being a massive dick to everyone in the party right now. Like, they're all just...
Oh, he's got a limp. Have you ever tried talking to someone when you just broke your ankle and you're trying to walk it off? You just want everyone to shut up around.
Yeah,
you.
because Zidane acts really out of character right now, especially with the way he treated Vivi there. Like, he's never acted like that at any point in the game, and
Yeah, you just call Vivi a straight up stupid brat.
And, existential crisis or not, that's just not how he acts. So, it's... I don't know. This part always kind of seemed very strange to me.
It feels a little bit on the forced side. And I can
Yes.
sort of understand, like, at some point, during his talk with Garland, something happened, and he's sort of wobbling around like a drunk right now, so he's not completely in his right mind. Until the battle scene happens, then he's in a perfect
Yeah,
fighting
then he's
stance.
absolutely fine.
But yeah, just to remind you that you're playing a video game and not watching a movie, this section of the game throws occasional fights at you, and the party members join up one by one to help you out, so that's kind of touching.
What a time to get trance.
Well, this is the kind of shit's on the mood. The point of this scene is to demonstrate that you have friends by your side, Zidane, but if you go all trance, you're kind of shitting on that message.
It might have been
You go Super
actually...
Saiyan, damn it.
Thinking about it from a gameplay story perspective, it might have been neat to have Zidane be in a permanent trance for this entire sequence.
Maybe.
No, I think it would have made more sense if Zidane was weakened for this sequence.
Yeah, I was about to say before Ted said that it would have made sense if Zidane had his I Can't Trance section at this point.
I'm a mute.
Why does the game always
What
put
is this thing?
Freya and Amarin together in all these different sequences? They don't really do anything together, like at all. Well,
Well, they sort of go together like peanut butter and soda. So, yeah. I think maybe that's the joke. But, actually, now that I think about it, the reason might simply be because they're the two obviously not human members of the party.
Well, to be fair, the only human member of the party is Steiner.
Well, technically, yeah, if you want to get really... Now that I think about it, you're right. We've got a genome, a summoner, another summoner, a black mage, a rat
Yeah, but
person.
a summoner? I think is a practician.
no, they're
Well,
definitely
yeah,
a different
practice.
race because they grow that horn. From
Yeah, they grow the horn, but their physiology is,
It's-
I would say, one
Yeah.
to one human.
Well, I
Well,
think it's
they're-
kind of like humans and Neanderthals, where they're close enough to be like. Similar.
I think I think a more appropriate comparison would be humans and elves.
Okay,
But
I will say.
but yeah, I mean, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say RPG. I always love sequences in RPGs where they forgo the standard battle music in place of just playing the music that's going on in the field at the moment. It's a woefully underused technique to make a scene feel very important, and it's very easy to do too. So, well,
Yeah,
granted,
my
that the
hands,
music's good.
my hands down favorite case of that is actually when Eris dies in Final Fantasy VII. Instead of playing the Genova battle theme when you fight Genova Death, or Genova Life, actually,
Genova Life.
ironically. Death is the one you fight after that. Instead of playing Genova's battle theme for that particular boss, they just continue to play Eris's theme throughout the entire fight, and it gives the whole thing a real sad feel.
You guys.
You know,
You're
it's hard to
late.
take the scene seriously with Kina going up and down like that.
Kina is just the gravity destroyer. Destroys any gravity to any subject ever. Yeah, but now that
Steiners, you have shock.
yeah, but
You're
now
making
that
this battle needlessly harder.
now
It's
that
pretty
I,
much scripted to begin with.
My
so,
face.
Can you lose these fights? I mean,
I think you.
I've never have.
I've never have.
Technically, if you stand around doing nothing,
Yeah.
sure. But if you're actually playing the game, you're not going to have any trouble.
Sinking in my emotions.
Yeah, but now that I think about it, now that Ted has said that, this is probably the strangest group of party members that Final Fantasy has ever had. Just in terms of who everyone is and what they are.
Our merry band of weirdos.
Like, the only one that's human is the guy that you don't take seriously for most of the game.
I'm waiting for someone to just slap him upside the head.
the only party member left is Garnet, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Garnet and Vivi and Ico, technically,
No,
they
Vi-
haven't joined the battle yet.
Well, Vivi
Don't
and Ico
you-
were the first people we talked
Don't
to.
you just
so.
hate it when you take 2 steps in an RPG and a random battle happens? Son of a bitch.
Look at that cleft chin.
Oh, I forgot about this monster.
Bowser,
design.
you really let yourself go. Actually,
This is a big ass motherfucker. How do you miss this guy in the hallway?
You know what? This is what King Koopa should have looked like in the live-action Mario movie. Not Donald Trump. This.
Wait, Donald Trump is Bowser's final form.
no, John, do not disgrace the good name of Bowser by comparing him to Donald Trump.
No, you know
No,
what?
I was just going to comment on how pathetically anticlimactic that is.
No, I'm gonna give Honest Trailers credit for the Donald Trump comparison, because that was an Honest Trailers thing.
Just keep attacking.
You know, you could use thievery.
Yeah, despite this thing's even at a normal level, this thing's size is not really
An issue.
to how strong it is. It's really not. It's not a hard battle at all.
It's a good thing this entire combat system is decided by numbers. On that note, in Final Fantasy XV, the size and type of enemy that you're fighting is actually very important. If you're fighting a lumbering ox, it's going to fight you like a lumbering ox, which means it's really awkward to fight.
No, Lewis. Just if something's big, that means it's automatically really, really slow. Because that always makes sense.
Oh, I wish. I
Tell
wish.
that to the Titans.
Now, I'll talk more about this when we're actually watching it in Final Fantasy XV's demo, but yeah, the type of enemy that you're fighting really affects how their movement patterns and stuff work.
And just swap him upside the head.
Now, you see, Garnet, she knows something about having your mind fucked, because, you know,
It just
she just spent
happened.
half the game as a mute, and, yeah, you got nothing on her, Zidane. Existential crisis? Man, she got hit so hard she couldn't talk for a week.
I'll
You're
decide this
still
enemy's fate with the
talking.
flip of a coin. Heads I win, tails you lose.
Oh yeah, Garnet, that's
That'll-
gonna help kill the thing. Throw an air
It
at
did
it.
1,000 damage.
Oh,
Well,
Don't-
actually, you know, in terms of damage, at this point in the game, that's not terrible. It's just not as good as, say, casting Bahamut. At the same time, it's also faster, animation-wise, so, you know, your mileage may vary on that.
Yeah, why didn't you just do
And
that to
it's
start
dead.
with? You probably could have killed him before his dagger even showed up.
No, it's totally
you can't
scripted.
really do that. Yeah, it's scripted. You have to get to a point where Their health goes down to a certain amount, then the party member will appear. Then you can win.
Yeah, the enemy will always do an attack that will reduce Zidana's HP to critical levels.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Okay, yeah, this is that motivational speech that you see in how many games?
The power of
How
friendship
many animes?
will overcome anything.
Yeah, Heart of the Cards, Kingdom Hearts is Light, etc.
My favorite,
Wow.
my favorite version of that is Fire Emblem Awakening, where the power of friendship is literally more powerful than time itself.
Well, you see, that is the lore explanation for the support system.
And you know, it only really works in that game because supports are easily the most broken thing in Fire Emblem Awakening. So you know,
You're my Kiraga to my Phoenix
Dude,
down.
I got to a point with my protagonist in Crom where I didn't even have to do anything. The enemies just piled on me and died.
yeah, no, that's if you're
The Ike strategy.
if you're playing the game right, you can have like 5 couples that you can just put on different parts of the map, and reinforcements don't do anything.
Oh, good. They're your pep rally.
Basically, yeah. Okay, so Zidane just decides to stop having a crisis then?
Okay, so I had my moment.
You know,
Thank
I
you.
just like how Amarant is all like, yeah, you hypocrite about this. Because, it's basically the same kind of thing he was doing. Well, for much more understandable reasons than just generally being a dick.
Yeah, they're not quite physical slaps to the head, but proverbial slaps nonetheless.
Why does everything have to be a slap to the head, John? There's better ways to... Oh, there's still random battles in this area. Oh.
Yup.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're at the point where Pandemonium becomes an actual sort of dungeon. Kind of.
It says, to answer your question, if I see you acting like an idiot when you have no reason to, I'm gonna slap you in the head.
John, violence is
I'm gonna
not...
give you a three.
John...
I'm gonna give you a Three Stooges slap.
But John...
Shut up.
Yeah, okay, so... so is Pandemonium an actual dungeon after this point, or...
Yup.
Okay. You know, I kind of wish that they kept on playing the You're Not Alone music, because this organ piece, while ominous, is also very repetitive.
Yes, it is.
I think it's meant to call back to the music that played in the actual Pandemonium dungeon in Final Fantasy II. But I'm not sure.
Oh, that's right. Pandemonium is a earlier Final Fantasy reference.
Is that
Yeah.
the final dungeon in
Ha-
Final Fantasy II? I don't really remember.
I think so.
Oh no, Lieutenant Surge's switch puzzle!
It's actually Dodge the Light puzzle,
Oh,
in fact. If you
okay.
get too close to the light, a random battle triggers.
Okay, good.
And you have to get to the end in order to get across the light bridge that you just activated.
What happens if you're on the light bridge when it runs out of time? Do you fall comically?
I'm not sure if it's on a timer. I think you just have to get across without getting caught by the light.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
also,
doing
this
this-
machine is the switch puzzle thing.
Yeah, I'm doing this as fast as possible, but there is an extra QTE where if you screw up too much, you'll get one where just the party member just fiddling with it, not sure what's going on.
How are you supposed to figure out like what floor to set that thing to, or whatever?
Trial and error.
Oh, yay. Are there random encounters in
It
this?
rotates in a. I think it rotates in a set pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, it rotates in a set pattern, and the objective is to set it to a specific direction so that as it rises, it always rotates toward one of the platforms you can climb on.
Okay. I'm sure it's something.
Notice
to
how
figure
it's
out.
shaped like a keyhole. And
Yeah, but just do it as I did and you'll get through no problem.
yeah.
Oh god.
And now we have a teleporter maze.
Oh,
I
God,
love
Hi,
Self-
those
Sabrina's
things.
gym.
Self-co. Oh man, this is just all the most annoying Pokemon puzzles. Put it to one place. Awesome. One thing that I
And
do
y-
like is that they have different boxes in Terra. Like, there's still just random treasure chests all over the place, but there are different random treasure chests, and that's neat.
Yeah, and this is just one of those places. It's not actually that hard to navigate this area, to be honest. because
it's not that big,
yeah,
so
you just have to have some sort of, you kind of have to look at it and sort of assess it to a point where you have some sort of depth perception to it, because once you can tell what's below you and what's above you, you're fine.
And if you're trying to get everything, you're exploring every panel anyway.
Yeah,
So-
more or less.
So it's just really annoying if you happen to find the way out on your first panel.
Yes.
what do you know? I got it right. Time to backtrack.
At least I know the answer.
Yeah, but will you still remember it by the time it comes to actually leave? That's my
If you don't
problem.
remember it after you did it, I think that, yeah, problems.
Unfortunately, the pre-rendered backgrounds here do lead to an unfortunate graphical issue. The teleport beam goes over top of the graphical layers that it really should go underneath.
Well, hold on. When the heck did Nick Fury tell Amarin to join the Avengers?
It's just a weapon named Ted.
Oh, so he's using Iron Man as his weapon?
Also, completely different set of Avengers. You're thinking of the Marvel superheroes. I'm thinking of those. I guess that British Secret Service agency.
Oh,
I
you
don't
mean
know.
the lame one that nobody cares about? Okay.
Yes.
My favorite thing about that is that in the UK they had to call the first Avengers movie Avengers Assemble, because that movie has the trademark in Britain for the Avengers, and it's I find that very, very humorous. Even
It's funny you say that no one cares about the Avengers now, because before they did this latest run of Marvel movies, the Avengers were sort of like Marvel's B-list.
yeah, basically like Iron Man, like really the only big name person on the Avengers before the new movies made Iron Man and Cap popular was the Hulk, and the Hulk actually left the Avengers after like 2 issues because he was an asshole. So
Yeah.
yeah,
The thing is, Marvel focused on Iron Man, the Avengers, Thor, and all those guys, because they sold
lost
the
all the
rights.
movie rights, yeah.
Yeah,
To
they sold the
everyone
rights
else.
to Spider-Man and the X-Men, so those movies are being done by someone else.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
well, at least they're still around to do Avengers movies now. Am I right? So I
Well,
guess it was the right choice.
Spider-Man is X-Men still owned by Fox, though. Well, actually, I think Spider-Man is still technically owned by Sony, but since
They did a deal, yeah.
Yeah, they did a deal since Amazing Spider-Man ended up being. I don't think it was exactly a flop, but they just were like, okay, forget it. You can be on the Avengers now, Spider-Man. Even though I generally don't like any version of the Avengers that has Spider-Man on it, because he's not really meant to be on that team. But whatever.
I think Spider-Man does good as an on-again, off-again cameo in those team.
Yeah,
things,
but he's not really.
wow.
Spider-Man just isn't the type of hero that needs to be on that kind of team, though, is more
Yeah.
my general
Yeah.
thought process of it.
Well, we talked our way through the teleportation maze, so that's impressive,
Yeah.
I suppose. Kind of.